Showers and storms on Thursday, as they develop, could become strong to severe. It'll be warm and gusty. Good Wednesday night, East Tennessee. David Aldrich, Captain Accurate here from the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. Well, they've already issued, the Weather Service, a winter storm watch in blue for the Smokies. They're talking, in their verbiage, in their language, 3 to 6 inches with locally higher amounts. In the higher elevations, that could be quite crippling if you're traveling through the Smokies, so be mindful of that. But the ultimate Doppler radar, presented by Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair, is dry. They are East Tennessee's #1 tire shop and auto repair since 1953. Nothing to see here as far as the rain. We had a few specks of rain, maybe some drizzle in spots, but had 4 inches out to the west. There were a couple of 2 or 3 inch snowfall amounts around the Denver area. Nothing to write home about. I saw about, there's an inch there. I saw about 11 inches in Nevada from this morning, but there's 1 or 2 in parts of Colorado. All that energy working in this direction. We'll be watching that very closely. Our high temperature today struggled today. No question. Expecting 57. And it was only 51. You were off 6 degrees. How do you sleep at night? Well, I do. I do sleep at night. Maybe not as much as you do, but I do sleep. Normal high 48. It was 53 in Oak Ridge, but 61 in Athens? How can that be? You mean there were 10 degrees difference from McMinn to Knox today? Knox County and McMinn County. That's amazing. Oh yes, the warm air transport, a little slow in getting in here, but it's already showing signs. It got up to 66 today, Nashville, and hit 70 plus between Jackson and Memphis. Memphis hit 71 today. Eventually, with low temperatures tonight, we're going to be struggling to get much lower than 50. Some in the upper 40s, but it will not get that cold tonight. But headlines, strong severe storms Thursday, check. Wet snow showers develop on Friday, check. And then some early snowflakes on Saturday morning, especially for the Smokies, he says, because it won't last that long once the sun is up on Saturday. Storm severe threat, the severe storm threat, medium chance for 60-mile-an-hour winds that would be associated with a severe thunderstorm warning that the National Weather Service may or may not issue. And how would you know? If you have the Captain Accurate Weather app, you get notified right away, and you get Pete Michaels traffic. So if for nothing else, you get real-time weather alerts, app exclusives, because you get extra alerts you don't get with the Weather Service, as well as storm tracking capabilities. That alone is worth the free price of admission right there. Now, no large hail, but the risk for tornado is about 2% tomorrow. And locally heavy rain, I think, is a medium chance. Many of us are going to get some downpours tomorrow. How much rain can we expect? We had a few drops today in a very few number of places. Now, it wasn't much. A few sprinkles here, a couple of hits of rain. But look at the amount of rain here. 1.3, about 1 1/3 inches, based on Jamestown, Wartburg, La Follette, about 1.25 inches for Tellico Plains and Middlesboro. Maybe 1 inch, close to it, Knoxville, but about 1.25 inches for Oak Ridge. That's some locally heavy rain. And the Storm Prediction Center focusing on the dark green and the yellow for isolated severe storms tomorrow. Look at that. Comes right into parts of East Tennessee. It's centered with the cluster of strong scattered storms in Atlanta, Athens, Montgomery, Macon, Augusta, Huntsville, even some isolated severe storms possible in Tallahassee, down toward New Orleans and Mobile. But closer to home, it goes into Kentucky, goes into Tennessee, Nashville, and of course here, we may find some isolated severe storms. So it can't be ruled out. It's on the table. It's on the menu, so to speak. May not have ordered it, but sometimes these things happen. And the tornado risk tomorrow, while it's not zero, look how areas all over the green areas, that's 2%. From Atlanta, chance in Huntsville, Nashville, Louisville, Charlotte, La Follette. Kind of falls off in Gatlinburg and Newport, but again, if we get a spin-up, and it wouldn't be much more than that, just a spin-up that could cause a tornado to occur, be mindful of that too. Another reason to have the Captain Accurate Weather app, which is in fact free. Futurecast shows the Futurecast. I want to show you what's going to happen. Lots of clouds, maybe a hit or miss pocket of drizzle. I see some green there in Hawkins County at 11 o'clock tonight. A couple of showers will develop perhaps in spots overnight. Not a big deal. A little bit more there northeast of Morristown at 7 a.m. And it looks like a populating around Jonesville. But then the main event comes in. If not 9 or 10 o'clock, it's now in the plateau. You ready for some color? Ooh, is that what time is that? That's lunchtime. I definitely did not order that for lunch. I definitely did not order that for lunch. But that's what's coming for lunch. It's lunchtime, midday tomorrow. And that would be 11 o'clock Central Time. It's already affecting Crossville, Jamestown, Wartburg. What about Knoxville? Is it going to come here? Yeah, look at that purple. That's purple north of Athens. That could be some strong storms, some downpours, quite a bit of lightning. Maybe some nasty winds. Oh, nasty winds. So even in the absence of storms, I still think 35 to 40 plus is reasonable to expect. And of course, if you're under a severe thunderstorm warning. It'd be amped up, could be ramped up to 60 plus. So that's what we're watching. And oh no, that's 1:30. That's after lunch. I'm back to work. I don't want to have to deal with that. It's too noisy. It's distracting. I look out the window. I see all those raindrops. That's a lot of rain, my friend. But again, it's all liquid. At temperatures in the lower to mid 60s. Lower to mid 60s. That's what we're seeing. 3 o'clock. Still working its way through Morristown, Newport, Greenville, Sevierville, Seymour, Maryville, Alcoa, getting some downpours. So everybody's got a chance of rain. I say 100% chance. Oh, that's pretty generous. 100%. You definitely think we're getting rain tomorrow. I definitely think you're getting rain tomorrow. It may last a little bit longer in some spots. There's 4:30. You may be trying to get out of the office. Oh, look at that. More thunderstorms. 8:30. I thought this was going to be rain. Not tomorrow. No. The changeover occurs as we go into the wee hours of your Friday morning with some wraparound moisture. So that just gives you a sample. I'm going to talk more about the snow here in a moment, but that just gives you a sample of what the rain, because first things first, we got to talk about rain is the first column. We're going to see, and often see, it's actually snowing well up in the sky, but it melts. That's the column of air. But when we get a little wedge of warm air, freezing rain, sleet, you can usually get a combination. We can't go from rain to snow just like that, not all the time. You might have a little intervals of the freezing rain and sleet in the middle. And it depends on how shallow or how deep that warm wedge is, might determine whether you get icy pellets, aka sleet, or get the freezing rain on contact. Now, the future snowfall, I'm going to be releasing my snowfall amounts tomorrow morning during my Facebook Live, which you can watch on delay, but I thought it's important for you to see the configuration, right? Many of us know this as the horseshoe effect, but what if it's not as horseshoey as some people say it's going to be? Maybe there could be some surprise factors, because last I checked, when it was the day after Christmas, a lot of folks didn't expect 1.5 to 2 inches from the airport to Maryville. They said, what? Now, Rocky Top, Lake City didn't get anything. Tazewell, hardly nothing. La Follette, nothing. But it was a 0 to 1 inch plus expectation, and we got 1.6 at the airport. Now, this looks like the darker blues are in the Smokies. There is some great concern with the winter storm watch. That's what we want to watch. We're going to be watching for that to become more crippling. But for those of you who are just enamored with snow, don't just write this off and say, oh, we were in Knoxville, we're not going to get nothing. Hold your breath, because I'm going to show you some numbers that might surprise you. Tomorrow morning, tune in at 6:40 to 7 in the morning on this Facebook page, which of course is facebook.com/Aldrich Weather. 50 degrees, your low temperature tonight. Gray skies, more showers will develop, not a whole lot, 20 to 30%. 47 for Morristown's low, 50 in Wartburg, 50 in Kingston. Wednesday goes into Thursday, 64 showers and storms. Could be strong to severe, and even in the absence of storms, very, very deliberate here, 35 to 40 plus. So that would be what we call non-thunderstorm wind gusts, 35 to 40 plus, with sustained 10 to 20. Thursday, 63 La Follette, 64 Sevierville, 66 in Tellico Plains. We get 100% chance of rain, and it's warmer than average, given the normal highs, 48. 48. We're going to be around 64 tomorrow. 42 on Friday, comes between midnight and 3 a.m. It's an upside-down day. Upside-down day? You mean like we get a high early? That's what I'm saying. So we're getting an early high on Friday. That's why I have the down arrow. We spend most of the day in the 30s. And some of us in the plateau, it's going to stick a lot sooner. But I think most of the accumulation in places like foothills and the valley, if we see a valley, right, will be once it gets dark Friday night. So don't judge this event. Don't judge a book by its cover, and don't judge this event until it's over by about 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. Then you can pull out your ruler and go out. But most of us like to measure snow from the comfort of their couch. They were like, that's how much I got. Did you measure it? No, I didn't measure it, but that's what I think I got. Well, we'd prefer to have a measurement. Go outside, brave the elements, and give us a measurement. We'd love to share it with those in the weather group. Mostly sunny on Sunday, 53 on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, high clouds, and more rain coming in on Tuesday at 58 degrees. I got 61 Wednesday, turning milder by middle of next week. By the way, keep track of it all. Those real-time weather alerts, app exclusives like twisting storm approaching. You don't have that from the Weather Service. That comes from Barron. Storms in your area and dangerous storm approaching. Those all have also, two of them have the BTI number, the Barron Tornado Index from 0 to 10. If you get a 7, 8, or 9, time to get in the basement. These are great things, and you can also keep track of it all with the app tutorials that yours truly did the producing and the recording. I've got 7 app tutorials that are separated by topic on the app. And some of you, I didn't know it was there. Who needs an app tutorial? You'd be surprised. There's a lot of things. This is like a Ferrari. It's a world-class app. People don't even know it can do all these things. They're surprised. You mean you got the Storm Prediction Center, day 1, 2, and 3? You got storm tracks? I got it all. It's all on there. You just have to check it out and peruse. Even has 24-hour radar and 1-hour future radar, which might come in handy during tomorrow's big event with the rain and storms. By the way, my name is David Aldrich. Some people call me Captain Accurate. It's not easy being accurate, so weather doesn't surprise you. We'll see you here next time. Take care.